a lot of our clients approach us and they say, okay, we realize that people may not be treating other people with the level of dignity and respect that they deserve. But they may be doing so and may not be aware of it. Or they may be behaving and acting in a certain way, but that's not their intent. So if we approach this from a position that people are trying to be, better, how can we help them? So we have a workshop entitled Beyond Bias. I'm helping people move from awareness to action. And the focus of that workshop is to simply let people know some of the things that they could be doing every day that they have a blind spot about. Okay. The way they talk, the way they say certain words they use, certain mannerisms or gestures that could be offending people. And the person that is doing it is not aware of it, and their intent is different than the impact that it's having. So if I can I share a quick example with you to kind of illustrate what I mean? I went to a restaurant here in Atlanta, and on my way out of the restaurant, I noticed a couple that was coming in. So I simply held the door, like my mama would have trained me to do, and let the couple in. While at the same time, another couple was leaving and going out. Well, as I continued to hold the door and let that couple come out, the gentleman turns to me and he hands me his valet ticket. And he says, can you bring my car around? And me, because this has happened frequently enough, and because I'm in the business, I decided to have a little fun with it and use it as a learning moment. So I says, absolutely. So I'll be glad to get your car. What kind of car is it? He says, it's a Porsche Cayenne. I says, really? What year is it? He says, oh yeah, it's a 2019. I says, okay. What color is this? Black. I says, what color's the interior? He says, it's tan. I says, okay, got it. I says, now I'm going to go get your car and you can pick it up at, and I gave him my address. And he looked at me. I said, sir, I'm having some fun with you. I'm not the valet. And of course, I was dressed in a suit, somewhat like I am today. His wife, Dr. C, she turned all kind of purple, blue. She was so embarrassed. And she punched her husband in the shoulder. And she called them a word that I won't repeat on basically saying, you dummy, Anyway, I had some fun with it. He apologized profusely. Meanwhile, I directed him to where the actual valet was. And I had some fun with it. We actually exchanged cards. And he said, my God. I said, he asked me what I did. I told him. He says, well, I'm sure this is going to make it into your workshop some kind of way. I said, yeah, of course it is. And I said, I'll protect your name. But this is a true story. And we laugh. But think about this. I'm a black man. I've been handcuffed, put on the ground in military uniform because they said that I had just robbed a convenience store at 12 o'clock in the afternoon in Montgomery, Alabama. So a person who has been subject to a lot of indignities, as a lot of black men have been, black people in general, I could have taken strong offense. But this is what I do. I do the work. So I look for these opportunities to use them as a learning moment. That behavior from that gentleman was based on his bias. He saw a black guy, bald head, must have thought he was the valet. And I'm sure that was not his intent. He didn't have any malice or intent, but it could have impacted me a certain kind of way. And that could have been a whole totally different situation.